You are what you do, not what you say you'll do. Hi everybody, I'm Linda Krause Barnett. Welcome back to day 3 of the Life Reboot Challenge. Hopefully day 1 and 2 have stirred things up, have brought things to the surface. We've talked about awareness and we've talked about beliefs. And today we're gonna get really deep and we're gonna talk about intention. So stick around. Okay, so I have so much to share with you on the topic of intentions. And I have notes, I have a worksheet for a transformational task for tonight that I really want to dive deep and explain to you. And so where I want to start right now is why I placed intention on day 3, because every lesson that I've provided for you, every transformational task was done with purpose and intent. Perfect place to put the word. I really was selective about the order in which I provided the lessons because I wanted things to have a systematic way of going through your reboot process. So to me, what I believe an intention does is it's a bridge and it connects your beliefs to your action. It's that in between. So the only way to go from what is it that I believe to how is that going to impact my action is to have a clear, concise, powerful, meaningful, and internalized intention in between, okay? So it's a very powerful tool because we all have beliefs and we all want action, but that is how we know we can connect the two. So today, I want to start and kind of reverse engineer, because when we begin to believe that we can have the things we want, we now have to get clear on how that looks, what my intention is with specificity. Okay, so maybe my intention is to have a thriving online coaching business, and that's great because in my belief system, I realized that those things were possible for me, that I used to think or up until now believed that those things were out of reach, and I'm starting to shift that perspective and pivot. And now I'm thinking, okay, I know I can have these things, but I don't know how to take action because I'm not clear on how it will look. I don't know how I'm gonna get there. It seems like a really great distance between what I now believe I can have and how to actually get it, right? And sometimes that distance seems insurmountable, but intentions are there to kind of take that and bring it a little closer, pull you in so that it feels like you are closing in those gaps. So your transformational task for tonight, and I know I usually give you those instructions at the end, but I'm going to start with the explanation at the front because it's going to clear up and explain why this, why now. Sometimes you'll see 2 worksheets for the transformational task. One says get clear on your intentions and one says future bio. So if you look at the one that says get clear on your intentions, there's just 3 boxes. So this is a bit more simple than the one I will have you do directly following that. It says, what is the problem? What is your intention? And then it says word vomit. And it's not a typo. That's exactly what I wanted to put out there. And so it will help you to make your intentions more precise, life-changing affirmations. So an affirmation is a very clear sentence, okay? And this worksheet is going to help us define that. Now, what I did is I looked up the vocabulary.com definition of intention because I wanted to start with what that word even means. It's thrown around so much, so often, that I think it's very easy to lose sight of the actual meaning and meat of the word. And so according to vocabulary.com, the definition of intention was stretching out The Latin roots meant stretching out, straining, effort, attention. Okay, so that is what intention is meant to evoke. It's that beginning of coming out of your comfort zone. You're beginning that stretch, that opening up of your dreams and desires. You're starting to use your senses to feel it, taste it. What does it look like? What does it feel like? This is the beginning of it forming in your reality. And so it says, intention is the idea that you plan to carry out, even if you pull it off or don't. This is not about the outcome. We sometimes determine that the outcome will be failure without any effort put in. Without a plan and without action, we predetermine that the result will be negative. I don't see how that's possible. And I'm guilty of it. I do it. I did it. I'm better now than I was. But really, if we build a good foundation, then the outcome feels more possible. It feels more positive, okay? And one of the ways we get really secure in the foundation that we're building is through the power of intention. Our language is a powerful, powerful tool. And we have to use it consciously. And this word vomit is part of the assistance that I offer you in this process, because our words we use very unconsciously. We say things like, well, I'm not good at making money. Well, I've never been in a healthy relationship. Well, I don't know how to speak to my kids. Well, I'm not happy at my job. And it goes on, and that language, those powerful words coming out of your mouth are intentions. And you're basically telling yourself, telling the world, telling the people whom you communicate with, I can't, I won't, I shouldn't, I didn't, I can't. I said that twice, but it's worth repeating. So the word vomit is where we're going to actually see and unveil and reveal those nasty little negative words that are forcing their way through our mouths, and really we are to blame because they are so used to coming out of our mouths, they don't know when to stay inside. What do you mean? She always lets me say she's not good enough. She always lets me say she's not smart enough. I'm allowed to say that whenever I want. It's kind of that pesky little voice that we can't get rid of. And I say we can get rid of it. So my problem for me, as you saw on my 7 levels deep, was that I didn't have money in my savings. And not having money in my savings meant that I was living paycheck to paycheck, that what I was making was enough to pay the bills that I had, but it wasn't enough to hoard away. It wasn't enough to put in a travel fund or a furniture fund or a magic fund or whatever I wanted more of. Not the basics, but the abundance, right? I wanted to feel like that little freedom pile of money was there to offer me the luxuries that I was looking for. And sometimes it wasn't luxury. Sometimes it was like a mortgage payment. But when you don't have that savings account, it can get really tight in your chest and your mind. And then those thoughts come back. See, I told you you can't make money. I told you you're not good enough. I told you you can't write that book. I told you you can't leave your secure job. Why don't you listen to me? I've been telling you over and over and over. Or maybe you are listening to that. And so what this worksheet does is, my problem was no money in savings. My intention is that pivot. You know what my intention is now that I know I have a scarcity mindset around money? My intention is to build income through impact, and to build enough income that I increase my savings account, that I have a freedom fund. Let's call it that, because I love the way that sounds. Now, my word vomit is all the things I tell myself and the world as to why that is not possible. I'm just gonna dump it out. So I've never been good at making money. I don't know how to make money. I spend it too fast. I'm too frivolous. I just get it out. I want it, but I never have it. How come other people make money so easily? What's their secret? Maybe I'm just not ever going to have that money. And I just start feeding the paper all those thoughts. And now I can actually see them. Now they're out of my head, they're on paper, and they're totally real. Because now I'm like, whoa, I believe those things. I say those things out loud. And then where I take that is to my magical future bio. Listen carefully. The woman I am today is really a dream to the woman I was 3 years ago. If you had come over to my house 3 years ago and sat down next to me and gave me a big bear hug and said, listen, let me tell you about 3 years from now. You're gonna have a book about to publish. You're gonna have left your full-time job at an elementary school. You're gonna be starting your online challenge. You're gonna be making an impact with women. I would have said that sounds lovely, but not possible, not plausible. And now I'm here and I know it's real. So now you know what I want? I want the woman I'm going to be in 3 years. I want to build her now. I want to build her now and find out where she is, what she's doing, how much fun she's having, what she's feeling, how she's dressing. Because if I could get real clear on that woman right now, then I can start to embody her in this moment. There are some things, if I want to be that woman, I can't continue to say, I'm not good at making money. I'm really, well, it's for everybody else, but not for me. Because the woman I'm going to be in 3 years, she wouldn't have thoughts like that. She's a badass. She's really good at making money. She's on her 4th book. Her coaching business has exploded. She has 2 television shows. That woman doesn't have time to tell herself that she's not good enough. She definitely has things to work on, but she knows what she's capable of. She knows her power, and she's not afraid to use it to make an impact and make a living. And so I gave you a template in the workbook. And some of you don't need a template. Some of you may just say, I'm gonna write this, I got this. And some of you may say, I don't know where to start. So you'll see a simple little template in the worksheet, which basically gets you started on how to write a future bio. So what you are doing is you are writing as if you are you, but further down the road. So maybe you wanna write a bio of 3 years from now. Maybe you wanna write a bio of 5 years from now. So I'm gonna read you my bio, and it is the Linda of 3 years from now. So we are in 2020, so this is Linda, May 20, I don't know what, 2023. Whoa, this is what happens when you don't live by the calendar anymore. So the first 3 lines said, Linda is a blank, blank, and blank. Careful what you guys are thinking right now. But my initial instinct was to say Linda's a mother, a daughter, a wife, a friend, a sister. But guess what? That's not who I am. Those are roles that I have, and they're very important roles. But that's not who I am. The Linda 3 years from now is not going to get her dreams accomplished because of all those roles that she plays. Those are just a part of my life. But the way that I accomplish my dreams is I start to describe the traits and the qualities that the future me possesses that are going to allow her and I to meet. It's going to allow me to 3 years down the road, hold hands with her and go, here I am, I'm ready. I knew you were there and I was ready for you 3 years ago. I've been traveling towards you all this time. So I changed it. Linda is passionate, Linda is intuitive, and Linda is vivacious. And let me tell you, writing 3 really powerful adjectives to describe yourself can feel uncomfortable. You know, maybe some of you are like, it's arrogant, it's too much. No, it's that's who your future you is. She's not humble and shy. She's like, yes, I'm vivacious and I'm intuitive and I'm passionate, and those things are taking me closer every day to unlocking what I want to give to the world. And if you want to unlock becoming a mother, or you want to work less and be at home with your kids more, all of your dreams are valid, wonderful, and completely correct. You've just got to connect with the intention that allows you to fulfill those dreams. And so in her work, she makes an impact in the lives of women who are seeking to reconnect to their purpose, magic, and divinity. She lives in Texas. Now, guys, I live in South Florida. I live in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. But there's talk of us moving to Texas. If I want the woman of 3 years from now to be living there, then I speak as if she already does. I'm setting that intention. I'm telling me, the world, God, like, this is what I'm looking for. This is what I'm working towards. She works from home building her online coaching business and is the author of Reboot Your Life. She has also written bestsellers such as The ABCs of an Inspired Life and her New York Times bestseller, Life Without a Plan. She is currently writing her 4th book, Squats, Not Snacks. Thank you, Michelle Barnett. She has the house of her dreams with her husband, 2 beautiful children, and a black and tan Labrador named Walter. So we don't own a dog, but we will. And Walter came from Walter the Farting Dog. So if you're a parent or a teacher, you know the book. She enjoys going to the gym, future me, and date nights with her man. She is the producer of a nationally syndicated TV show called Soul Seekers TV, and her production company, Compass Productions, is booming with her life coaching series. She speaks to women around the world about the power of passion. So I challenge you today and tonight to connect to that bio. Connect to, if I could write a story of what my life will feel, look, sound, taste, and be like in 3 years, what would I write? And we all took creative writing in school. Just let this be a fun lesson. Let this be a lesson that connects to your passion and your purpose. And please share with me, tell me your thoughts, tell me what you wrote, tell me what you loved about this task, and also what you may not have loved about this task. I come to you with a humble heart for all the time you're spending this week with me. I hope that you're getting value, that you're getting awakening, that you're getting value and just that transformation. You're starting to feel it in your heart, in your soul, in your blood, in your mind. And I am here for you. I will be on live every single day, and I cannot wait to dive into day 4 with you. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.